This is how the MP7 went from a widely regarded forgotten weapon to a now dominant SMG on the CT side. So the year was 2012. CSGO had just released, and with that, the MP7 came along with it. The MP7 at the time was a meta-defining weapon because it had a price of $1,700 from the buy menu, and it was also widely considered just a mini rifle, but for a cheaper price. This was because of just the absurd stats the MP7 had on launch, and it would almost be an entire year before the MP7 got nerfed, and it only got nerfed in 2013. After the nerf, people still use the MP7 of course, but once the AMP meta had been discovered, a lot of the players had dropped the MP7 for the AMP, since the AMP was just the best option at the time if you wanted a cheap SMG. After the AMP had also been eventually nerfed like the MP7, people again moved on to the next SMG, which would be the MP9, since it was the cheapest option and the SMG with the highest fire rate and the best movement speed. It just was clear that the MP9 was the best option. And this shift in the meta made the MP7 just fall into the shadow of the MP9, with almost everyone using the MP9 and almost no one using the MP7. So the year was 2019. The MP9 meta had just officially begun, and this was driven by the high movement run and gun dominance that the MP9 had over all the other SMGs at the time. And during 2019, pros started to use the MP9 as a good cheap weapon that had high reliability and consistent performance over other weapons at the time, such as the FAMAS. And because of this clear meta-defining dominance of the MP9 from 2019 through 2025, Valve in 2025 finally decided to nerf the MP9 by primarily increasing the recoil, which made the run and gun playstyle that many people love not as viable anymore, and this effectively opened the door for older SMGs to come back into the meta. Soon after the MP9 got nerfed in 2025, it was only a matter of time before Valve decided to buff another SMG to shift up the meta. So, in late January of 2026, Valve buffed the MP7 by increasing the base damage, reducing the price, and reducing the damage falloff. All of these changes helped the MP7 a lot, and actually it made it a solid contender to the MP9 as the best SMG in the game. And by decreasing the price, Valve removed one of the primary reasons that people use the MP9 over the MP7, and the damage increase also heavily helped the MP7's TTK, which actually made it better than the MP9. And the MP7 of today is a solid choice over the MP9 just due to the better handling and flat out better mid-range capabilities over the MP9. But of course, the MP9 is still a great option to pick even to this day after the nerfs, but the MP7 is sneaking its way into the meta, and not a lot of people have realized it. And I personally think that the MP7 is just a better option for an SMG than the MP9, just due to the more range capabilities and lower recoil. So if you were like me and really never tried out the MP7, you should, because it's honestly a great gun and not a lot of people treat it like it is, and it'd be cool to see more people actually use the MP7 over the MP9. So if you got this far into the video, thanks for watching, and remember, if you like the video, then subscribe, and even if you didn't like the video, then that's okay too. So if you want to see me live, I stream almost every day on Twitch, and I'll put the link to it in the description, and it's also on my channel page, so if you want to check that out, go ahead, and With that all being said, have a wonderful night or day wherever you are.